tailgates jumping. Bills from Buffalo, I bet they loving this heat. Panthers from the Carolinas, Bengals, Cincinnati. Dog pound in the house, repping Cleveland, Ohio. Denver on the scene, and they repping them Broncos. The weather beautiful, it ain't a cloud in the sky. I see them Lions, Titans, and Bears, oh my.
You might not like my team, we might be rivalries.
Whatever it is, make sure you respect me.
We gon' always trash talk in season and off,
but not too serious.
Gotta keep it football. You might not like my team, we might be rivalries.
Whatever it is, make sure you respect me.
We gon' always trash talk in season and off,
but not too serious.
Gotta keep it football.
Green Bay tailgating, yelling go pack go. LA Rams, LA Chargers, Indianapolis Colts. Kansas Chiefs celebrating like it's still Super Bowl. Houston, Texas came deep and fired up the grill. Briskets, baby back, this shit just got real. Jacksonville Raider fans, all love, no hating. Miami Dolphins, Minnesota, New England Patriots. This is epic, all teams 32 tailgating.
You might not like my team, we might be rivalries.
Whatever it is, make sure you respect me.
We gon' always trash talk in season and off,
but not too serious.
Gotta keep it football. You might not like my team, we might be rivalries.
Whatever it is, make sure you respect me.
We gon' always trash talk in season and off,
but not too serious.
Gotta keep it football.
New York came through, both Giants and Jets. Trash talking done started, both sides placing bets. New Orleans Saints set up shop like we on Bourbon Street. It's so nice to see the Washington football team. Philadelphia Eagles came through with the game. 49ers showing out, representing the Bay. Police showed up to make sure we was straight. They gave us love and respect, and we made them play. Seattle Seahawks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the AFC, the NFC, man, they all up in here. Black and yellow on repeat from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ladies shaking pom-poms, tailgating cheerleaders. The DJ on fire playing all the hits, man. Everyone here, this tailgate mad lit. Dallas Cowboys showed up and they was deep as flow. They was chatting, then stepping, yelling, Cowboy up!
You might not like my team, we might be rivalries.
Whatever it is, make sure you respect me.
We gon' always trash talk in season and off,
but not too serious.
Gotta keep it football. You might not like my team, we might be rivalries.
Whatever it is, make sure you respect me.
We gon' always trash talk in season and off,
but not too serious.
Gotta keep it football.
You might not like my team, we may be rivalries, but whatever you gonna do, make sure you respect me. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lady Vice there. We on Women's History Month, and we back at it again with my girl, Kels in the building from DC Nation. What's good with you, Kels?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good on this Sunday with no football again. You know, another Sunday without football.
Yeah, we got a few months away.
Yeah. Well, no short of Dallas Cowboys sightings, though. I know you're out there on the East Coast. Shout out to DC Nation Fan Club. I know you're the president over there. We're kicking off the show today. I know you're here. We're going to be talking about the CSA, as you can see next to me. But let's give some shout outs to some folks that are rolling with us right quick. We're live here on Facebook and the Built Different group. We're live here also on the Built Different group page. And we're also live on YouTube. So shout out to everybody watching on all the platforms. But no stranger to our network here, the prototype checking in, saying what's up to you.
Hey, Hey, Sarah.
Right. And we wouldn't have a show unless we always had one. And I think you're pretty familiar with this one already by now, right, Kels?
Yeah, very familiar.
We always got to have at least one Facebook user. So appreciate you, Facebook user, for tapping in early. Make sure if you're watching for the first time, register with StreamYard. We like to put a name with a face, but nevertheless, thank you for tapping in here today with me and my girl, Kel. So what's the weather like out there on the East Coast? What's going on out there on the East Coast right now?
It's cold, very bipolar. One day it wants to be spring, then the next day it wants to be winter. I know in Alexandria and Arlington, Virginia, they're close by. They had snow yesterday. So,
man, so what's the weather going to be like out there for, the CSA that's coming up here, April 1st to the 3rd?
So what I saw was on the 7-day forecast that they were predicting 60 degrees.
Oh, that's not bad. That's gonna be pretty good. So
Yeah. So I don't see no rain as of yet. I don't see rain in the forecast.
yeah, it's not South Beach good, for most folks that's just tuning in with us that may not know our history here. Kels and I go back to 2018. We met out there with Fan Zone in South
Yes.
Beach where we're talking about the weather. So um,
Yeah.
that's good for the CSA though. So that's great. So if you're just tuning in for the first time, this is not, Kels is not a stranger here to our network. She's helped us with Official America's Team. You've seen her write about her in, the article on She Loves the Cowboys over there with Colleen Case. We built that relationship over there. The only Facebook female group with over 20,000 females in there now, or something like that.
Yes.
In there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool group over there. So you're here to come back to tell us some more updates on the Collectors Showcase of America. I heard some more Cowboys are actually going to be there than originally planned.
Yes. So when we did the last show, I want to say the end of February.
Right.
So it was only Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Drew Pearson, and Tony Dorsett.
Right.
So those were the only 4 confirmed. So to add on to that, we now have Marion Barber, Amari Cooper, who is now with the Browns, but when he was put on the bill, he was a Dallas Cowboy. Tony Dorsett, Alvin Harper, CeeDee Lamb, Emmitt Smith. Oh, well, we said that. My boy Randy White, of course. That's my boo. Oh, I'm gonna miss him.
I know.
Roy Williams is going to be there. Did I say Michael Irvin?
Yeah, I put up their Michael Irvin and the GOAT right there.
Yes. Ezekiel Elliott will be there. I think I said CeeDee Lamb, but yeah, he's going to be there. And our QB1, Dak Prescott.
Wow. That's some heavy hitters as I'm trying to get back to my my outline over here. I lost it. But man, that is a ton of players that's going to be out there. Like on average, I know, how many times have you been out to this Collector Showcase of America event?
This will be my 4th one.
And so on average, about how many fans, couple hundred thousands, like how many folks have you seen traditionally in the past?
Okay, so normally this is a 3-day event.
Okay.
It starts Friday, that Friday, and it normally starts around like 5 or 6 o'clock, but they may have like maybe like a figure skater, someone that's in the boxing arena, martial arts, something like that on that Friday. But if you purchase the weekend pass, you get that Friday free. And you can actually go in because they do have the vendors already set up. You can see what each vendor has that they have for sale. Mm-hmm. So if you plan on getting anything on Saturday, you already have a landscape of which vendors you want to patronize. And also if I do want to get this autograph. I wasn't able to get it on the online advance ticket sale. Let me go purchase this now. So right. You do have that option of if you want to add another ticket to what you have already previously purchased.
Okay, so I appreciate you sharing that. And I know that may be the 30,000 feet. So for somebody that just may tapped in here today, never heard of CSA before, just in a nutshell, in layman's terms, what would you label this 3-day event for as a Cowboy fan?
As a Cowboy fan, it's a big old fellowship. It's like you tailgating at AT&T. It is so many Cowboy fans that's there. This year is different because when the first 4 was confirmed, I kind of got the players a little bit ahead of time, and I immediately gave it to Barry. And then a couple of minutes later, Randy White called and said, "I'll see you soon." So I said, "All right." But it's a big fellowship. Like I said, it's a little bit different this time because normally the Cowboys Day is always that last day, which is a Sunday. This year is on a Saturday.
So the middle
which
day.
probably, yeah. So they switched it up. So the Cowboys Day is on a Saturday. Um, it's a lot of Cowboy fans, and actually they put us back with the Steelers. We're the only ones that will go in with the Steelers because we can actually get along. We just can't be with Washington. We can't be with Philly. I don't think anyone from Philly, if I can't remember right now, but they normally put the
Yeah, teams
Ravens,
that their
Washington,
phones
and
ring
Philly.
multiple times. Yeah, you're right. They like to hang out. Everybody else, they don't know
Yeah,
how to coexist.
it's not a good look when Cowboys and Eagles are in the same building
Oh
at the
no,
same time.
that's like gang fights right there. You know what I mean? No
Right.
offense to anybody in a real
No,
gang out there. You know what I
I
mean?
say if you ever been to a Eagles game in Philly, I always tell people you may not want to wear your Cowboys gear because you may not make it out there alive.
Yeah. Well, I know, when I was an employee of Comcast, they flew me out there. I went to the Army Navy game. I know that's a little different. I rode the
Right,
train
I
from my
remember.
hotel down there, and I seen a bunch of Philly fans. They really didn't say that, but I just think because the venue was off. I think they're just trying to be nice because they're probably like, oh, that's probably some retired dude. We're not gonna mess with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, the love is definitely there between us two. So that's cool. So the Cowboys Day is the middle day and Saturday. And so for somebody that's
Mhm.
going to be able to go out there, I got the flyer here. We'll put it up. The link for the official site here to go get tickets and all of that here is scroll up to the top of this comment section. So if you're interested and want to go check it out, for people on the East Coast out there, give them a broad idea kind of where this is at and talk some landmarks so folks out there maybe tapping in the first time, Kelly, will know what you're talking about.
Okay, so the venue is actually the Dulles Expo Center, which is in Chantilly, Virginia. It is literally, I want to say maybe 5-10 minutes from Dulles International Airport. It's really not that far from the airport. Um, Chantilly is more considered like Northern Virginia. We say it's a little bit outside of the DMV because the DMV is basically the areas that is centered in DC that is
Mhm.
via our metro transit. So Richmond, Virginia is not the DMV, Baltimore is not the DMV. So it's really not that far outside
Okay.
the DC metropolitan area.
Nice. But
So
then,
it's
like you
probably
said,
like 35, it's like 35 minutes
right.
outside
So
of
how many
DC.
fans could you anticipate now with all the Cowboys? I mean, just off your experience going out there, I mean, would you advise people to get there a little bit earlier? I don't know what parking is like. Maybe the first time somebody may come out there. Can you speak to that a little bit, Kels?
Well, what we do is like doors open at 9, um, either 9 or 10. No, it's 9 o'clock if you do a it's called a prime pass or something like that.
Hmm.
VIP pass. But I
Okay.
think the doors actually open this time at 10 o'clock. Um, then the way that this year is a lot of the autographs are starting a little bit early. So I think the first autograph starts at 10:45, which means that as soon as you get in, and if you do advance tickets, you have to go to the will call, get your ticket, and your ticket from will call, and then you got to go directly to whatever that photo booth is because they do call. uh Dak Prescott is now at photo booth 1 or photo booth 2 for pictures because the pictures are actually 15 to 30 minutes before the actual autograph signing. Do it go overtime? Yes, it do.
But it's still a pretty organized event for somebody for showing up the first time. You're not just gonna be able to walk up to a booth, get your little photo with Dak, and get us autograph. Like you're gonna have to get in there and figure out the rules of the road, so to speak.
Yeah, and it kind of works a little bit different for me and my crew because we have established a good relationship with some of the people at CSA.
Hmm.
Like I said, when we went in July 2019, we were able to get a backstage pass, and we was hanging out with Randall Cobb because he was just signed to
Yeah,
the team
I
a few
remember you
months. Yeah,
talking
so
about that last time.
and we were backstage cutting up, having fun. I went live on some of the Facebook groups I'm in. So for example, She Loves the Cowboys. He was on there for almost 15 minutes just chatting it up with the ladies. And so it was almost like a fangirl experience. And we were able to do that again the last show that we had this summer, which was the first CSA show since the pandemic. And that was last July of 2021. So we were back there, of course, with Randy White. We were taking congratulation shots with Drew Pearson because he was just inducted
Yeah.
into the Hall of Fame. So we was having a ball.
That's what it sounds like. So looks like it's a pretty good opportunity. So you're talking about some video. I mean, we'd love to have you go live, especially, you know, on the BDG page or maybe in OAT or something like that to share some video. Can we look forward to some video from you out there?
Yeah, I'll be on OAT, just, make sure that I'm plugged
Yeah, we'll
in.
make sure you're
So,
all dialed in and everything. So good
yeah.
deal. So if you're watching here today, definitely want to make sure you hit notifications. So turn your notifications because this is coming up here. That's going to be the same weekend. That Saturday is Cowboys Day. The same time on the West Coast, we got One Star One Family. You know, DJ Kai and Sherry, those folks. We're going to be out there doing their first annual barbecue and potluck the same day you guys out there doing the Cowboys Day at the CSA in Virginia. So a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, April 2nd, it seemed like it's a whole lot of stuff that's going on that's Cowboys related across the country. And it's just going to be a fun time. But what I can say this year that is kind of different with the CSA show, if you're planning on to attend, be prepared to spend lots of money. This year it has drastically gone up, and we're just sitting here, my crew and I, we was like, okay, who are we getting? How this person is this much.
Yeah, you
So
gotta make
like,
some business decisions like Dion over there, huh?
right. And every time I go on a website to see who do I want to get, so on and so forth, I get a headache. I have
Right.
gotten plenty of headaches, and I have to plug out, and then I say, okay, let me try to plug back in. But every time I plug back in, I get another headache. So I plug right back out. And see, with me, my memorabilia, I have full-size helmets. So for example, Ezekiel Elliott, for him to sign my full-size helmet, that's $300. And yeah, so compared to what Emmitt Smith is actually $15-$20 cheaper. And Emmitt Smith is my fraternity brother. So I'm trying to get his contact, like, yo, frat, listen,
Yeah,
I can't
but then
afford this
Emmett got
right.
Prova too. Don't he still got that app for the certification? All his stuff
He
is probably
still
ran right through Prova
he
on the
still
spot.
has Prova. He still has Prova. The only thing I don't know this year is if Prova will be there. They have Beckett that will be there this year as well as JSA.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to look up. I'm gonna share this Prova with everybody right quick so everybody kind of gets a better idea because the GOAT will be there along with Michael Irvin. So let's get this screen up right quick here.
Yeah, and normally he like the last time he was there, that's when Amari Cooper was there. That was March of 2019. He was actually there for that entire weekend, and what I do personally know, he actually has a spot actually that's in Northern Virginia. That is literally 10 minutes away from the venue. So he was actually there on that Friday, and he did a workshop because a lot of people weren't sure about Prova and what Prova is, especially for Cowboys fans. If you're anywhere, whether it's the DFW area or any place where Emmitt Smith will be, like he very frequent Las Vegas a lot. So
Yeah.
if he's in those areas, he has somebody with Prova with him. And what Prova is a sticker that's going to be on your helmet that has a barcode that you can use on your phone.
Yeah, it's real
And
technical.
it's real technical, but the thing is they have not integrated an iPhone. Prova, everything is on Android.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's only for Cowboys. Whatever.
Shout out Android gang. You know what it is.
Boo. But it comes with holographic sticker that is on there that it also has a barcode. So when they tap it, they can tell you, oh, so these are the autographs, the cowboy autographs that you get, and it's only for cowboy, legit cowboy ones. It will show you when you got that autograph, where, and the date and the time that it was scanned in.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
just a
how you
digital certificate of authority. He talks about
right.
it in his story there. He found some of his stuff and it wasn't his signature, but it was his signature, if you know what I mean. And people were making money off of that. So he founded this digital certificate of authority app, which sounds like more like Prova, what you're talking about in technical terms. I know exactly what you're talking about, but that's good. He's for Android. That means he's growing. So has he got plans to get to iPhone or what?
Yes,
Okay.
because I actually talked to a representative for Prova. So they are in the phases of integrating Prova for iOS users.
Yeah, I know Apple's real particular, so that's a big difference, especially when it comes to getting the app in the App Store. I know not a whole lot, but a little thing or two, but they're real particular about their apps over there with the security and privacy and things. But that's cool. So shout out to the GOAT. He's going to be at the CSA, and we've been having you here talking to us about the CSA. We've had a few folks chime in with us here. Is Sarah also, she let you know too on Women's History Month, gang, Android gang.
Nah. I'm team Apple over here.
Right. Well, good deal. Well, we appreciate you coming on here as always. Any special shout outs or anything coming up big for DC Nation Fan Club? Anything going on the East Coast you'd like to share with us before we get out of here today?
Well, right now we're thinking about doing a draft party. Because the draft part, the first night of draft is a Thursday.
Right.
And it's a work night, and we have members that have children. So that's another thing we got to be considerate of.
Right. Yeah, that's a great night to do it on. Everybody's tuned into the draft on the first night at least.
Yeah, but just to get people out on a Thursday night, and they have to be at work, and by us being at 24, our draft number probably won't be until like the 10:30, 10:45, maybe 11 o'clock our time. And then a lot of us do travel on Metro, and the Metro stops running on weekdays at a certain time.
Wow, great.
So it's a lot of things that we have to consider. Last year we just did a Zoom draft party. Yeah. So that's all right now what we're doing. We may have another virtual 5th year anniversary party like we did this past one. So right now we're just, we're kind of on hiatus until things start to pick back up. A few of us will be going to the Cowboys takeover in Miami.
Okay, outstanding.
So we're So we're looking forward to it.
That's where we initially met. And I'm like, I don't know, are you going back down there? So it's still, I ain't even got through April yet. Like, I got to get through April. I can't even see June right now.
Well, I'll be there. I'm just waiting for my tax return.
I heard that. You know what I mean? South Beach in the house, baby.
It's just, everything is just so expensive now,
Well, the gas has gone up, and the gas and airplanes gone up too. So now that makes tickets go up. I mean, it's just easy logic, if you know what I mean. But we definitely appreciate you tuning in here with us today. I want to personally thank you. I can't do it always enough for your contributions to officialamericas.com.
Most definitely.
The club directory over there, and especially, the group I love to highlight because it's got all the smartest women that know football, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. And she loves the Cowboys over there with Colleen Case. You're an admin over there. Would you tell everybody real quick, especially the women for Women's History Month, about She Loves the Cowboys if they're just tuning in for the first time?
All right. She Loves the Cowboys is a all women.
Men, don't try to go in there. Women take a couple months to get in there to begin with. You're gonna be waiting a while.
Yeah, we'll ignore if it's a guy, or if it's a joint married Facebook group.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's an all women's Facebook group. Colleen Case is the creator of that group. There's a few admins and moderators that's on the page. We talk a lot about football. If we know how, someone like me, I say I have some of the flyest gear there is. So if I post something, they say, oh, where you get that from? I will tell them where they get it from, or say, oh, I got it from here, but it's actually sold out. And then if someone don't basically understand the mechanics of football, we can break it down.
Yeah. So nothing but women over there breaking down football. As we see in Women's History Month, we've got NFL referees now. We see women breaking into the coaching ranks and things of that nature. And so, during Women's History Month, we're always looking for some supporters. So I've had 4 new folks make the list on the quest for the 6-pack.
Awesome.
I got a women's prize in here, ladies. You're gonna love this. So shout out to the prototype. She's been on here with us, Dro, RC, and Mindy was signed up today. I need 2 more if you support the content, especially with what Kelly's doing out here. I've never been to the CSA. I don't know about the CSA. I only know about the CSA because of Kelly, and I know she's going to be out there live. So look for some video out there with her. Thank you for coming on.
And it happens 3 times a year. They've been doing the CSA.
Have you on here more times and talk about it every time out there, then, right?
Well, the only one that I don't go to is the October ones, because there's really no football representation, because that's right in the season. But I will be at the July one. The date has yet to be posted.
Okay.
They're trying to get the date early in July before all teams go to training camp.
Yeah.
Normally the first show and the second show is the biggest one, where you see a lot of Cowboy players. The year that I went, when Amari Cooper was there, I think it was like 11 of them. And then when I went to the one in July 2019, it was between, I want to say, 9 to 12. Last year, it wasn't a lot. This year is probably between when Amari Cooper was there and when Randall Cobb was there in 2019.
Yep, and there she is. She got to meet Amari Cooper. Now he's up there in Cleveland,
Yeah, I was back there with Coop for almost 15 minutes. Then I was like, okay, let's get this photo done, because I know it's already a line. Drew Pearson, we was back there a lot of times, so it didn't matter. And he was loud. He was just loud and celebrating, and it was fun. Irv is also a good one. Actually, Irv is a little bit reasonable. He's I think for his picture is 160, and for the autograph is 108. Dak, even though he's expensive this year, he will sign whatever it is you have, even though if you have 1 ticket for autograph.
Good to know. Good insider information to know. I appreciate you coming on here and sharing that with us here today on this Sunday with no football. But nevertheless, we know us 15%ers. We don't never sleep on our team, right, Kelly?
No. And shout out to my crew. I see them on Saturday morning.
Yeah. So good deal. We appreciate everybody tuning in here today. Thank you. Make sure you share this out there. Make sure you support the content. Turn on your notifications, because Kelly is no stranger here to the network. She's going to be on here talking she's going to talk about more about y'all over there doing the fraternity.
Yeah.
We got DC out there. We got linking up with Alaska up here now. This is what we do over here, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all make sure to turn on your notifications and stay tuned for the next Cowboy Cousins Live with my girl Kels. We'll see you then.